reached the semifinal stage of this college football playoff. It's time to find out who has the depth and the drive to take one huge step closer to the ultimate goal, hoisting that national championship trophy. This test is a matchup we cannot wait to see unfold. Welcome, everyone, to Glendale, Arizona. This is the Verbo Fiesta Bowl, part of the college football playoff. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Cincinnati Bearcats, taking on last season's national champions, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. We are almost there. Time to find out who'll be headed to the national championship game. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. So Nebraska's offense making their way on the field to open this game. So here we are at the semifinal stage, the final four teams with a chance to win the championship. Every stage of the playoff, Kirk, a little bit more intensity, a little bit more pressure, and now the winner tonight can head off to the national championship game.
Yeah, it's unbelievable how much is at stake for both of these teams. And to me, what I've learned in watching these playoffs, the bigger that they've gotten, is that the teams that are able to deal with the mental aspects of the game and deal with the challenges that come with that, who can endure this pressure, is the team that's going to have the advantage and eventually is going to advance to the national championship.
Second down after that completion. There's the snap. They'll set up the throw. Caught over the middle. It's Balcasoon. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
You know, they don't pick up the first down here, but they do get some positive yards, and I really like the route to get enough separation to give the quarterback enough room to put it in there.
Grab down the middle. It's strong. They stop it at the 49, but that'll be a first down.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Caught over the middle. It's strong. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Second down after that previous play. Back to throw again. Caught quickly. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Well, we're just getting started here, and already you can feel a rhythm between a quarterback and a receiver. Nice job again getting back in the pocket, making a nice, accurate throw to one of his top targets.
But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up fourth down.
Boy, third down and short. They decide to throw the football, roll the dice a bit, doesn't work out. Now you're at fourth and short. You got to wonder, with this offensive line and this running back, do you run the football to convert, or do they try to go through the air again?
And he's throwing for it on fourth down. Looking for his big tight end. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down. Touchdown, Cornhuskers, as they claim the lead in this playoff game. Well, that start could not have gone any better, Kirk.
Well, Chris, as you know, it's always huge for an offense's confidence to score on the opening drive. Most times, coordinators are just kind of feeling the defense out, giving them a lot of different formations, kind of see how they react. To get points on the board, man, that's a huge plus.
BAT is good. They jump in front. touchdown. The kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Fields it just outside the goal line. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. The Bearcats offense comes out for their first possession today. Kirk, let's check the impact players in this game. Guys who have been leaders, guys who are being counted on to deliver today.
Well, these are the guys that both these teams rely on, as you said, to be able to make the plays. And more importantly, when it gets into that point in the game where you need to be able to have some leadership, these are the men that are going to have to step up and be able to provide that for each team.
Pass tipped to the line of scrimmage. That's a great play by the defense.
If that ball were thrown just a little bit higher, they could have gotten away with a completion. But great play by the defender getting a hand on it.
Looking to throw. It's Paul. A deep shot to the left side. Oh, and it's dropped right off his hands. A chance for a big play, but little early nerves on the part of that receiver.
Big shot here early in the game by the offense, but, man, you got to give the defense a lot of credit. Not surprised at all or caught off guard, but it's aggressive chance by this offense and good position to take that throw away.
Tackle made at the 37. It's a solid game.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to
swarm to the pass rush. A sack.
That's a really nice job of bouncing back by this defense after giving up that big gain. This time they get the pressure and bring that quarterback down.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. And that's just thrown away. I don't think he's going to get away with that. Yeah, here comes the flag. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Out of the gun now on third down. Looks to the left. Pass caught. Defense stops him short of the marker. So now it's fourth down. The Bearcats bring their punt team onto the field. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Pressure is coming. And he'll just throw it away to avoid the sack. At the 25, it's second and 10. And they make it a third and manageable here. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Chris, I really felt the quarterback came off the fake a little bit too quick. The defense didn't bite at all on the play action. They saw the quarterback had the ball, attacked, and got the sack.
The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. Tackle made after a short return, but the pick ends that threat.
It's third and long, so as an offensive coordinator, you can either play it conservative or trust your quarterback and take a shot downfield. They elect the latter, and it ends up backfiring.
He can go. You make the tackle at the 19, but this offense now has a first down in the red zone.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
On first down, they'll keep the running game churning. Pickup is 5 yards, so it's second down and 5. And the Bearcats hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. Play fake, looking to throw. On the run here, lets it go. Caught by the receiver. He moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a first and goal now. Bearcats hoping to punch it in here. They have first and goal. Keep it on the ground on first and goal. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
A pretty good push up front here by this offense line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup to put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
Touchdown, Bearcats, as they get on the board here in this playoff game.
Chris, this is a great play by the receiver coming up with this touchdown. But let's go back to the beginning of this play. Give the quarterback a lot of credit. He got the ball out of his hands quickly to get that receiver the football to give him a chance to put the touchdown on the board.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And the return starts just inside the end zone. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. Here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Offense showing a bunch formation now. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Running back has it on a screen now. They get it down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Great patience here, great execution by the entire offense. The quarterback kind of baits the defense towards him, drops it off to the back, and he's got a convoy in front of him for a nice first down.
And he just throws it away there. Safe move. Had nobody open. Incompletion sets up a second down. And he'll set up to throw. Grab down the middle. It's about consumed. He stopped, but he gets a first down.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Quarterback still with the football. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, you're going to have to keep your eye on that defensive end. If he collapses down inside to the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself as a quarterback to the outside. Now, if he stays outside, you're going to go ahead and leave it in the running back's belly. In this case, he pulled it, but got some good yards himself.
Backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on 3rd down, but now it brings up 4th.
Well, it looked like the quarterback had everything that he needed there. Had great protection. Receiver ran a nice route. Just not able to convert there on that 3rd down. Let's see what their decision is on 4th down coming up.
I missed it. Off target that time. Here in the first quarter, it remains a tie ball game. Here comes the opening play of the drive. They begin at their own 45-yard line. Back to throw. It's Paul. Lets it fly to the wideout. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. Could take it all the way. Touchdown, Huskers. 6 points for the defense in this playoff game. What a moment. And they move into the lead here in this semifinal.
Chris, how about the safety here just kind of sitting back, waiting patiently to read the quarterback, and then once the ball's in the air, there's the range to come up with that interception. And I love that he's got the speed and the hands to make this quarterback pay for it.
He'll bring it out from his end zone. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And here comes the Bearcats offense back out onto the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick-6 last time out here. He's got it with room to run. That's good for first down yardage. They'll spot it at the 37.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Off the play fake, looking to pass it. Good throw, complete to the tight end. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. Holding penalties can be the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it stalls this one. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. And he drops back in the gun. With the catch, it's Miles. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 42. Can they make the yardage or face a tricky 4th down decision? Makes a quick grab. That gained enough for a fresh set of downs. Spotted at the 48.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing.
Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
That's another sack for this defense, Chris. If I'm not mistaken, they've had a lot of pressures. I think that's their 2nd sack of this game. And this defense has a lot to do with why they have this nice lead here early in the game.
Quick throw misses his mark there. Incomplete.
What a call here by this offense, and unfortunately, the receiver drops this drag route. So much real estate in front of him, a big gain missed by the drop.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. That's a solid gain to move the sticks as the first quarter clock winds down. Well, Kirk, Nebraska has the lead here. We've reached the end of 1 in this quest to move 1 step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. We expect the teams to have worked through some of the nerves of this playoff game as we begin the 2nd quarter. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a 1st down. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Well, you keep getting these chunk runs by this offense. They keep moving the chains and putting a lot of pressure on this defense, especially on a long drive like this. This defense looks clearly worn down.
The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3.
Good time here to drop this screen in by the offensive coordinator, and a nice job by the running back being able to pick up some positive yards here on this play.
Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball inside the 10-yard line. Defense getting pushed back. Well, the defense knows, Kirk, might take more than 1 tackler to bring this tight end down.
Well, anytime as a defense, you always want to rally to the football. But against this guy, you especially want to do that because you saw he breaks through that first arm tackle. I thought he might be able to pick up even more yards, but a good job of getting extra hats to the ball.
Another handoff to him on 2nd and goal. The defense smothers him for no gain.
So they're right on the doorstep here. Gets stoned here on 2nd down. Now you've got to come up with a good play call here on 3rd down to avoid the pressure of potentially having to decide a field goal or a touchdown on 4th down.
They got a hand on the ball at the goal line, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Boy, what was the quarterback thinking here? You're inside the 10-yard line. You got a chance to put points up on the board. You can't just randomly throw the ball into cover.
He makes the catch. Touchdown, Cincinnati. This college football playoff game is all tied up, and Kirk, it's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. The last drive was a little demoralizing. They stalled and then missed a field goal. And now the handoff. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Christine, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
Big shot downfield here early in the game. Couldn't quite connect, but even on an incompletion, these deep shots do a good job of keeping those safeties back and can open up other aspects of this offense.
He fires this throw and is intercepted. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up his offense.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive and ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
Here's a throw underneath the tight end. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. Getting set. Here's second down. They keep him off balance with a run. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Now, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
Wide receiver runs a slant. They finally make the tackle, but it's going to be first and goal from the 6.
Well, you talk about a huge conversion. That's 3rd and long. It doesn't matter for these guys. They just keep going about their business. Great connection between this quarterback and receiver on that one, and now they're in business.
And the freshman brings him down quickly.
You know, the real estate gets tight inside the 10-yard line. You love a play caller who has the ability to either run it or throw it. That puts so much pressure on that defensive coordinator to know how to line up. It's not just a one.
Nowhere to go. The ball not loose.
Well, just like running backs.
Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. So after taking a closer look, the officials are going to overturn that previous ruling on the field. And the offense facing a 3rd and goal from a long way away. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Now the offense will call a timeout here. Something they didn't like about what they saw there. Wanting to make an adjustment before this critical down. Offense moving backwards here, a long way from the goal line now. Third and goal, looking to throw the ball. Makes the grab, a chance to score. Defense wraps him up after a 6-yard gain, brings up 4th down.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
They could take the lead with the chip shot, but the coach is thinking touchdown here on 4th down. To the air, it's Paul. He's got it near the end zone. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. So it's 1st and 10 inside the 5. How does the coaching staff play this? So they run the ball to get some breathing room, or will they trust the QB and be more? This one ends up a safety.
Man, that is a big-time play for this defense. Not only do they get a couple points, they get the football back as well. That should give these guys a spark and some momentum.
The return is brought down at the 33, and the Cincinnati offense will take over.
And the Cincinnati offense retakes the field now. So the first play of the drive coming up here, under 3 minutes to play before half. On 1st and 10 here, we're going to throw the ball. Incomplete. That should have been caught. That's on the receiver.
Chris, I don't know, man. I think he gets across the middle. He starts thinking about those linebackers and safeties. Got a little bit nervous, lost his concentration, and drops the ball.
Solid gain in the running play. 3rd down now. Play action fake. Looking to throw. On the run, he'll let it go. And it's a comeback round. They pick up enough for the first down. Football goes to the 45.
Another Another great play by this receiver. And I tell you, the offense coordinator is doing a nice job of moving him around. The defense knew coming into this game how tough he'd be to stop, but the way they're utilizing him is making it very challenging to be able to create the matchups that the defense wants.
Looks like the Bearcats pick up enough for a first down. Looking to pass. It's Paul. The pocket breaking down. The receiver grabs it. Stop right there at the line. No gain.
This defense reminds me of a group that just is all about preparation. They are completely dialed in on this play. Yeah, they give up the completion, but how about that? Nowhere to go after the catch.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. They bring him down after a short gain there.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
On third and short, they'll try to throw for it here. It's an out route. The catch made. You make the tackle, but that's enough to set him up first down at the 15.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
Snapping it from the red zone now. Looking to throw. Makes the grab on the move. Force out of bounds, but a nice gain there. And the offense will have a first and goal.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything seems to be working. The coordinator is calling good plays. The quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running backs are executing. And frankly, this defense is showing almost no resistance.
A timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. Offense facing second and goal. And the quarterback dropping back. He makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats.
How about that, Chris? The quarterback does a nice job of getting the ball out of his hands quickly, and why not? With a receiver like this who can run like that, get him the ball as fast as you can and let him do his thing.
Extra point puts him up 9 now.
Nebraska, 14.
So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Movement here from the tight end. First down. Looking to throw the football. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
And that pass is hauled in over the middle. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now. First down, clock stops for a moment, but no huddle here. They've got to hurry. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Oh, he makes the catch. He makes the stop, and it's a big play for the 31.
Boy, this quarterback throws a beautiful ball. Another big game for this offense and a chance to get points on the board before we get to halftime.
Looking to throw it on first down. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. And that catch is hauled in. The offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half. So the offense faces third and short from the plus 26. Might be 4-down territory, but let's see what the call is here. Good throw to the left. What a catch! The tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be first and goal right there.
I love that big target on third down. He's got great athletic ability, but it's his size that creates such a matchup advantage. When you get to third down, just put it up in the air and let him come down with it.
Play action here on first down. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Nebraska.
Chris, that's his second touchdown of the day. You talk about getting off to a great start. He may have more in it.
to kick the extra point. PAT is good. They still trail, though. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. That's strong coverage there. They tackle him at the 11-yard line. And here comes the Cincinnati offense back out on the field. You'd expect a prudent decision here, backed up near their own end zone. Just run the clock out and get to halftime. And he finds his tight end for the catch. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout and talk strategy.
That's the thing with this guy. You've got the ability to flex him out. He shows his versatility and what he can do from that slot position. He could be the quarterback's safety blanket.
And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. He goes down, but they'll have a chance here now just before halftime.
Well, that's now 2 interceptions for this quarterback, and we're only in the first half. This is the exact start his defense was hoping for to create a ton of momentum.
Looking downfield near the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
That is a great job here by this offense, taking advantage of a big opportunity provided to them by their own defense after that turnover. And why wait? They get aggressive, make the throw, and it pays off for a touchdown.
And they'll set up with a PAT. And the PAT is good. Puts them up 5. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. Offense will keep it on the ground here. As the first down is still going. You get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. It's a solid run. Gives the offense a first down and a new set of downs. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They make the tackle as time expires. That'll do it for the first half. And then it's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. Exciting, action-packed, enormous drama. Talk about a first half of football. And it's been a struggle throwing the ball so far. Both secondaries are doing a great job neutralizing the explosive playmakers by shutting down passing windows. They've disrupted the timing and rhythm of these QBs, and unless something changes, we're looking at a low-scoring affair in this second half. And on that note, time to throw it back to our guys at the stadium.
And the Huskers will kick this away to get the second half going. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Bearcats offense back out onto the field. Hoping to click here at the beginning of the third quarter, try to make up this deficit. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Tackle made after a solid run by the junior. First down and 10. Back to pass. It's Paul. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Defense flies in. They make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
Boy, just a great job here by this defense, sniffing out the screen. They were not fooled at all. He caught that ball. He had nowhere to go, and it's a loss of yardage.
Looking to pass here on second down. Nice grab. It's Miles. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Boy, nice drag route here, and I thought the patience by the quarterback was the key. Puts it in front of his receiver, gives him a chance to make the catch, and picks up a little bonus. Nice yards after the catch.
Handoff to the single back. And tackled after a small pickup there.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Play action fake, looking to throw. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. Catch made in space. Look out. They stop him after a big gain. Move the ball to the 26.
Well, this is a beautiful play when the timing is right, as we see right here. The receiver's got to do a good job of working his way back to the football as the quarterback is throwing it. The timing here is impeccable.
And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down. That incompletion makes it 2nd and 10 from the 26. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Pulls it in. It's Miles. 7-yard gain sets up a 3rd and 3. The Bearcats are in the red zone. On 3rd down, it's a handoff. They bring him down just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. You either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
He's brought down at the 6. The offense will have 1st and goal right there. And the Bearcats looking to punch it in here. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. See if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Here's a run to the left, looking for the touchdown. Touchdown, Bearcats! And that will give them the lead now. That kind of execution on a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up 1st downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
And the offense will stay out there for a 2-point try, trying to build the lead to 3 points. To throw, it's Paul. And a short pass caught in the end zone. They convert the 2-point try.
Chris, I just love the call here in the second half. You're up by a point. Why not go for 2? Push it to a field goal game. Good call by the head coach. And I tell you what, this is going to be an interesting finish. We got a good one on our hands here, Chris.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. Off the play fake on 1st down. Oh, the pass rush gets home.
This defense dominated the first half and helped them take the lead. Now, as we see the beginning of the second half, same old, same old. They're just dominating the line of scrimmage and doing what they need to do.
Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looking for a man deep down the left side. And it's hauled in way downfield. All the way to the end zone. What a run. Touchdown, Huskers.
You talk about being in the zone. This guy continues to make big plays. That's another touchdown pass for the quarterback.
Extra point makes the lead 4. kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Well, he's got a crease here. Look out. And the return steps out. They'll mark the football right there. And the Cincinnati offense retakes the field now. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time. Looking to do the same thing here. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. He's brought down, but not before they gain to the 42-yard line.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Tackle is made, but that's good for a first down at the 47. The running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Miles. He's brought down, but not before crossing midfield of the 42.
I really like the throw here, Chris, but the fake off the play action was just as effective. You saw the second-level defenders freeze for a split second, and that helps open those passing windows.
Important second down play coming up. To throw, it's Paul. Grab near the sticks. It's Miles. They bring him down, but a solid gain moves the football to the 24 and a first down.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
Receiver makes the catch. The Bearcats move into the red zone. The ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Big moment here in this playoff game. 3rd and short in the 7th play of the drive. To the marker. They're able to convert. Now it'll be 1st and goal at the 6.
What a drive by this offense. Another big gain, and look at the defense. Huffing and puffing, hands on their hips. This offense is wearing them down both mentally and physically.
Wants to throw it. He's got it right near the end zone. Tackled after the catch, but the ball moves to the 4-yard line. All right, it's 2nd down and goal now for this offense. Looking downfield, it's Paul. Caught near the goal line. Can't get into the end zone. They'll spot the ball at the 2. Getting closer, but now it's slowed down. Can they launch it in from the 2?
Well, that completion gets him a little closer. Quick decision.
And he fights in for the score. Touchdown, Bearcats.
I'm a little bit surprised here, Chris. I thought they might put the ball in the air here on 3rd and goal, but instead they run the football, keep it on the ground, and they get the touchdown.
BAT puts them up 3. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. In the first play of the drive now from the 25. They'll hand it off. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8. Offense comes up 2nd and 8. That running game not producing much on the first down play. They'll look to throw it here on second down. Delivers quickly to the left side. Fired into a tight window and picked off. They get him down after a short return, but an interception gets the football back to the offense at the 36. The offense starts with a short field. On first down, it's play action. Now rolling out to his left. Wide open downfield. They finally make the tackle, but he gets all the way to the 14.
Anytime you have a sudden change like this, Chris, I love to see the idea of this quick strike. The defense barely really has a chance to get established and get set. Next thing you know, they're dealing with an offense that's coming right at them, trying to put points on the board.
Well, Kirk, it's Cincinnati in front at the moment, sitting in a pretty good spot as you wrap up the third quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game stats where we have a chance. As we head to the fourth, we could be in store for a classic finish. A spot in the next round of the college football playoff is at stake. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain. Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Throwing off play action. Grab made by the tight end. Brought down at the 3, but that's enough for a first and goal. So it's first and goal. The offense will try to milk the clock and add points if they can. They'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. And he busts into the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football, and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
Cincinnati, 45. Nebraska, 35.
Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Here's the handoff. It's a nice wrap-up there by the junior. Offense comes up second and 8. And running game not producing much on the first down play. Second down, we're going to throw it. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment. But here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact. And as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the quarterback keeps the ball. He's trying to make a big play on third down. He probably should have gotten the ball out of his hands. Now, we've got a big fourth down coming up.
So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on fourth down. Quick throw to the left. The pass is incomplete. That's a big stop with his defense on 4th down.
Well, down late in his football game by more than a possession, they obviously had to go for this. They just couldn't come up with the execution.
And here comes the Cincinnati offense back out on the field. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about.
Offside. Defense.
What I always love to see on these offsides call is when they're always pointing at each other. You know, he did it. I didn't do it. Put it on him. Well, we know this time it's on the defense. They're going to make the right call.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Looks like the Bearcats are looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. To throw, it's Paul. Over the middle, it's Miles. They bring him down, but before he picks up first and goal yardage to the 9. First down and goal here. A touchdown just about puts this game on ice. From the shotgun, an inside handoff. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Smart of the offense, keep the ball on the ground, try to keep working that clock. The defense needs a stop if they want to give their offense any chance at a late comeback.
Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. And the delay of game penalty will push the offense back 5. Second down and goal. Quarterback drops back. The pass rush closing in. He throws it away. A smart choice that time. But it will bring up 3rd down.
That's a smart heads-up play to me by the quarterback. Would rather throw it in the stands than a tight throw leading to a potential turnover. Wonder what they'll have dialed up here on this 3rd down.
On the move now. Looking to the end zone. And it's incomplete. Very near the goal line. So on 4th down, it's an all-important field goal attempt. Hold your breath here. The field goal is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. Here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. The last possession, they came up empty, went for it on 4th down in their end, and got stopped. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Grab down the middle. It's Strong. They bring him down, but it's a big play all the way to the 43. After one explosive play, the offense suddenly moves inside the opponent's 45. Oh, it's a reverse. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. The Huskers hustle to the line to run the hurry up.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down. Offense has reached the red zone now. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. The Cornhuskers will line up on 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Touchdown, Nebraska. They couldn't stop him there. That score makes things a lot more interesting here in the 4th quarter with a spot in the national championship game on the line.
This feels like a playoff game now. You can just see it on the guys' faces. That was a momentum punch. Now the focus shifts to the opposition. Can they march down and answer, or will they wilt to the pressure?
And they'll set up now for the extra point try. PAT up and good to get a little bit closer. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And here comes the Bearcats offense back out onto the field. Last time out, they moved the ball well, but had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Chewing clock with the running game.
Well, this is definitely not the time to get cute as an offense and as a play caller. This defense is thirsty for any kind of big play at all to try to create a turnover. So just keep it on the ground and play smart.
He escapes the pocket. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. He'll hand it off. Breaks free. Has the first down and more. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. It'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Chris, you know me. I love to see defensive backs and especially corners that are willing to come up and get physical against the run game. What a job of making that play in space. No gain because of the play of that corner.
So the clock stops as we head into the final 2 minutes of play here. This defense needing to step up and make a play now. The spot in the national championship game comes down to the final 2 minutes. Can the offense keep the football and bleed out the clock? Minute of the game brought down short of the marker.
Now they try to run it here on second down, unable to get the first down. Now, late in a game like this, the big question, do you pass the ball potentially with an incompletion? The clock will stop. Or do you play it safe and keep it on the ground?
Physical run earns the first down.
Well, why not, Chris? Here we are in the fourth quarter. It's third down. This guy's been making plays all game long. Go back to him again, and it works out.
And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down.
Well, I would just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid gain, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down. Then you can pull it and hit a big play through the air to your receiver.
Out of the shotgun, you'll hand it off. Nowhere to run. No corralling for no gain. Well, Kirk, we thought it might be this kind of a game. Very small margin for error in this game. Who's going to make the crucial play at the end? And they did it to get the W.
Yeah, Chris, when games get tight like we saw here, it really comes down to who's the better coach team, who's going to execute better, and just as importantly, not letting the moment get to your head. That's a nice win for this head coach and his team.
And that's going to do it. The winner survives and advances in the playoff bracket. We'll talk to you down the line. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.